DJ Dr. FRAN man, CHUD FM enthusiast. I have recovered from sleep deprivation. This lady's butt pictured behind us as we do our CHUD spiritual. Hold on. As we do our CHUD spiritual, let me tell you the story of how I showed this black lady whose butt is pictured behind us my wiener, and she shook her butt for me after I showed her my wiener. Let's discuss as we have our CHUD spiritual. As we have our CHUD FM DJ Dr. FRAN man spiritual, let's discuss how I showed this black lady pictured behind us my wiener, and she shook her butt for me. Let us discuss that. While we have our DJ Dr. FRAN man CHUD FM spiritual. You know, if you ask me, that's what I deserve. I deserve more black ladies with butts like this shaking their butts for me when I show them my wiener. That's what should happen every time I show a black lady with a butt like this my wiener, is she should turn around and start shaking her butt for me. This is what should happen every time I show a black lady with a butt like that my wiener. If this happened every time I tried to hit on a black lady with a butt like that in Florida, maybe Florida wouldn't be so divided. You know? Maybe if more black ladies butts like this threw it back for the chuds out there, for all the little chud DJ Dr. FRAN man CHUD FM chuds out there. You know, maybe if black ladies like this threw it back more often every time a chud like me showed them my wiener, maybe Florida wouldn't be so divided. You know, maybe Florida would be inhabitable for all little chuds out there if the black ladies with butts like this turned around and shaked their butts more often upon sight of my pale wiener. Maybe Florida would be a better place. But it's not, and that's why I left. It's not, and that's why I left. Not only is it not like that, I left because it's not like that. You know, I left because the black ladies don't turn around and shake their butts that look like that when a chud like me pulls my wiener out. Now, in this instance, she turned around and threw it back for a chud like me. In this instance. But that's 30 years too late. If you ask me, it's not the first time I've hooked up with a black lady with a behind that is shaped similarly to that. That's not the first time I've hooked up with a black lady that is shaped like that. But it is the first time in recent history. Hold on. It is the first time. Okay, I gotta figure out where I'm going here, because it don't look like I'm going here. Okay. Now, hold on. We gotta get back to the CHUD spiritual. This is getting in the way of the CHUD spiritual. I'll figure out where I'm going, guys. I'll figure out where the way out of here is eventually. The way out of here is mine. I should probably follow this guy. Which way is this guy going to get out of here? Wherever this guy is going to get out of here, that's where I'm going. Me and this guy, we're going to the same spot. Probably that way. Is that really where the turn is? Was it really in front of me all along? So, you know, the black women with posteriors like this need to throw it back for a chud like me when I show them my wiener more often. The world would be a better place. There'd be less violence and division in Florida. There'd be less tension and division in Florida if more often black ladies like this threw it back when I showed them my wiener, like this one did earlier today. Now, this isn't the first time that a black woman similarly shaped as one has let me get behind them, but it is the first time in recent history, and that more than anything is probably the source of the racial division and tension in Florida, which is why I left, because Jeffrey Epstein funded the non-pale extremist individuals of Florida into office. So, you know, due to that and black women shaped like this not throwing it back for a chud like me more often, that's why I got out of Florida. That's why I got out of Florida. You know, and you should too if you're still there. If you're still trapped in Florida, you know, I feel bad for you. More power to you. But that's why I'm getting out of Florida. You know, if you learn anything from me, it's that I got out of Florida at the right time. If you learned anything from me.
For you to help you get settled in on your first night. And the animatronics here do get a bit faded at night.
All right, and that has been the CHUD spiritual. I will see you guys in the VR boxing streams and clips.